Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. Before we just jump in, super quick, I just want to thank you guys so much if you have subscribed or liked or commented on any of the videos. I really appreciate it. If any of these messages resonate today, if you could go ahead and give it a like or subscribe, that's totally up to you. I appreciate your view, your energy here regardless. Hopefully there is a message for you. Regardless, I really just hope there's something here that can help. So let's just jump into it. Pile one. What is your animal spirit guide trying to tell you, pile one? What is your animal spirit guide trying to tell you? I wonder if you guys are seeing like a lot of ravens, or you're feeling like you're stepping into your purpose somehow, or you are, because it almost feels like there's a confidence here with pile one. Yeah, hawk, spirituality. I'm gonna jump into pile one right after this, but let me just... No, okay, you know what? We're gonna pull pile twos after, and I'll put the... You guys will know what the second card is with the timestamp. Alrighty, so we're gonna jump into pile one. I did get... It's so interesting because I did write... I was feeling bird. I got raven. Confidence. I really feel like this... I wrote spirit world is trying to reach you. Stepping into your purpose. Don't ignore. It feels like with you guys, it really feels like there's some type of resistance here. And it also feels like, before I get into this card, it just also feels like there's something here connected with your dreams. So I want to see what it is that you could be missing, what it is here that the hawk is trying to tell you, and then we'll pull tarot. We'll pull 3 on clarification on what it is you could be missing, and then we'll pull 3 on advice on how to go forward. And then we'll get a couple oracle to close it out. So this here says hawk, spirituality. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. Okay, so there's something here. I wonder if you've been having trouble remembering your dreams, or if you're having trouble actually... I wonder if you have you had like a lot of elaborate dreams, like very extravagant dreams, like very spiritual dreams. Like there's something here where you get these dreams and it's like they're big, right? It's like there's a lot of... It's like world building almost. Like it's like a whole different plane, right? But for here, I wonder if you're going through a situation right now where you are kind of stuck, or you feel like you haven't been getting a lot of dreams as often, or there's like a disconnect here with your dreams, or you're dreaming or something like this, or like you're in your mind's eye, like your vision, what you see, there's something here. I wonder if you're needing to really delve into some meditation, do some spirit animal meditations right before you go to bed, or set the intention before you go to bed. Maybe even like walk through a visual of what hawk is trying to tell you, because I feel like this is something for you specifically, and I feel like it has to do with confidence. And with this here, it says your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. Okay, so there might be something here with overthinking as well. So you might be missing that there is a pattern that you might go to in times of maybe stress, or there's something here going on in your life where there's... I want to even say a hiccup, right? There's something here where it's not a tower moment, but there's maybe something here where you feel there's a little bump in the road. And it might have to do with you connecting with your spirit guides, connecting with your third eye. There's something here, maybe your third eye chakra is blocked. Like, it's something here where there's a blockage. And but it's almost like that. I don't even want to say blockage because that doesn't feel like the right word. Maybe like a resistance or apprehensive. I did write apprehensive. But I feel like spirit is trying to tell you, like, to not ignore this. I don't, like, you might be thinking, oh, this is something that will, like, it'll just come back, or you're not going to put any thought to it. But I do feel like there is a little bit of a suggestion for you in, it's like either setting the intention or meditating here. Like, you might really just have to be setting certain intentions before you go to bed. If you are resonating with the fact that there is a disconnect here with your spirit guide and some type of dream, maybe you even have like what is it called, like where you have premonition like a premonition, but it's a dream. So I wonder if you've also been seeing hawk feathers, or if you collected a hawk feather, if there was even like a hawk feather on like a bush outside your door. I don't know why I randomly saw that, or like near your door or something like that. Or maybe you have seen I wonder if you've seen like hawks and ravens get into it, or crows and hawks get into it, because I don't know why I just got the image of, in my neighborhood there's the crows and the hawks. There's two hawks that live in the neighborhood, and there's a whole murder of crows that are here as well, and they're always antagonizing each other. Like the crows are always going after the hawks. It's just like never ending. Ooh, I wonder if this is I wonder if that has something to do. Like, I wonder. Okay, hold on. I'm getting like a lot of stuff right now. I wonder if you have some type of hesitation to delve a little bit further in, I wonder, even like shamanic practices, because I feel here you may have seen shadow people. I really am getting that image. I wonder if you have some type of thing where you have seen shadow people in your room, or outside of your home, or outside of your room, or something like that, or you have, I'm even getting the image of someone having sleep paralysis and seeing shadow people. So that might be why there's some type of resistance or hesitation in really connecting with a visual aspect of the spiritual world, because you might be like clairaudient, or you might have multiple ways that you connect with spirit, connect with your spirit guides. And I think Hawk here is telling you, connecting with spirituality, there's different, for you, I feel like there is something here where there's a need to look at it as something in a different perspective almost. Because I am getting this apprehension here, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe you had a situation where you were either astral projecting, or you were lucid dreaming, or there was something here where you were having some type of dream, and you woke up and it was sleep paralysis. And maybe it was so intense and so terrifying in that moment that it did kind of, it's like it's almost keeping you a little bit hesitant to explore further. Or maybe you have started this journey of mediumship, and it's almost a little bit overwhelming. It's almost like spirit wants you to I'm getting even feel your fear. I like standing your ground in your fear. But I do, you know what, before I even let's just pull a couple cards. Holy Spirit, what's some messages from Hawk Spirit for pile 1 on what is it that they could be missing with the situation? Okay, so you have Four of Wands, Four of Swords, one final message here for what they could be missing in the situation. Thank you. Okay. Actually, this one kind of fell out sideways, so I'm going to say, which way do you want this? All right, reverse. I do read reversals with this deck, so let me see. So Four of Wands, Four of Swords, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I mean, even just looking at this here, it's almost like this is something that you were very prosperous with. This is something that you had a solid foundation with. And I do believe that. Like, I feel like you are very grounded in your spirituality, in your abilities to, I would even say like your psychic abilities. There's something here where you are very in tune with spirit in the astral realm and the dream realm here. And this to me always makes me think, I mean, it is like celebration, marriage, engagement, stuff like that, but to me it also is like the four walls, four, it's like a home, it's like stable, like you're feeling comfortable in your home, in your ability, in this foundation, in this yeah, in this ability that you have. And you rest, you go to sleep. And even here, it's like there was some type of situation where you may have had like a very scary encounter. And I wonder if you're needing to work on some type of like warding or some type of prayer or some type of, like I said, there's like intention or prayer right before you go to bed, right? So maybe there was something here where you just didn't have enough, there was something here where there was like a lack of intention or a lack of prayer or a lack of warding here or something here where maybe you kind of pushed yourself a little. Like maybe you tried astral projecting, and there was like zero grounding beforehand or zero grounding after. You know what I mean? Like there's something here where there's an imbalance. Definitely an imbalance here. Because even here with the Five of Wands reverse, it's misinformation, conflict, respecting differences, diversity, misinformation to me. Yeah, it could feel, I wonder if you're feeling like you don't want to get in some type of trickster energy. If you do continue, I'm wondering if you're even researching lucid dreaming or you've just been drawn into, like there's something here where it's like your toe is in the water but you haven't fully jumped in. You haven't fully cannonballed into it. You know what I mean? This is what it feels like. And it's like when you kind of put your toe in the water, there was something that like scurried past you. It's like something slithered past your toe, right? And you got spooked. That's the feeling I'm getting here. I'm gonna just clear a little bit. All right. Yeah, this definitely feels like this is Hawk is really trying to, maybe even if you do lucid dream, I wouldn't listen. I can't lucid dream yet. I really want to. I've done it once, but you might be learning this, right? So I wonder if this is something where you can even try to call in Hawk spirit, your animal spirit guide, through, like I said, a meditation before bed. If you try some type of like guided meditation, or if you do lucid dreaming where you meet hawk spirit here. But let's see, what's some advice going forward for this pile? What advice does hawk spirit have for my pile number 1 on this situation? Like, advice on how to go forward with this situation. Holy Spirit, please connect me to the hawk spirit for pile 1. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, there's something here where you have to lay to rest some type of, even this is like lay to rest, right? But it's a ending of something. So there's a perspective, there's a, I'm getting even betrayal. What? Advice to go for, oh, okay. So to me, this is more overthinking, and could be, in a sense, closing that cycle of fear. And it also, to me, is, I know it doesn't, this is not what the card represents, but it could, this person's sleeping, right? They're resting, and you have these two. This could be like your fear of like being tossed over and even falling into the water, right? Water is representing of like emotions, depth. So there's something here where it's like you're almost afraid to get lost in this, and it's like you're kind of asking your spirit guides to help carry you through this, or they're wanting you to ask them to help carry you through this. Maybe even call upon, hawk spirit whenever you are, I'm getting even just like a path. I wonder if if you've ever watched or listened to some meditations, sometimes they'll have like stairs, or that you walk up or walk down before you get to whatever the meditation, the visual meditation is that they give you. Man, I am not articulating well today. But there's something here where even when you're again intention is what I'm getting. Maybe that was what it was, is like you didn't set an intention, and this is asking you to really just like step outside of this fear that you have. Feel the fear and then step outside of it. See it from all angles. Look at it from all angles. And ask your spirit guides, ask God, ask your angels, Jesus, the universe, whoever it is that you connect with spiritually. Ask them to be there with you as you continue getting in the water, right? You don't want to be thrown all the way over. You're just trying to get, you're just trying to get your foot in the water. But you had that toe in there, and then something slithered by, and you were like, whoa. So let's see. Advice on how to go forward with this. Holy Spirit, Hawk Spirit, thank you so much. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Again, yeah, collaboration with your spirit team. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. The spirit world is literally trying to reach you. Okay? They're trying to reach you. And this is stepping into your purpose. There's something here where you may get very clear visions or clear messages when you are in your dream state, or when you are in this shamanic state, or when you are in this, because I'm getting eyes closed. Eyes wide open. Okay, sorry, I just had to. But yeah, it's like its eyes are closed, and it's not in the sense like your third eye is open, but your physical eyes are closed. So there's teamwork here with your spirit team. Yeah, you're afraid of trickster energy. What did I say? You're afraid of trickster energy here. But you know what? Let's see, because this kind of fell sideways too. Is it reversed or upwards? Please let. Okay, we got to do this on camera. Okay, upwards. So yes, you are afraid of this trickster energy. You're afraid something here of falling into some type of trap, or falling, or maybe putting yourself in a position, opening a door that you can't close, something like that. But I feel here there needs to be a balance. Of course, if you step into something that you're not familiar with and it's overwhelming and it's scary, and it's natural that it's gonna that you're gonna feel this way, that you're gonna feel this apprehension, right? Because you went, it's almost like I'm getting the image of like someone who jumps into the deep end of a pool without floaties, but they don't know how to swim. And it's like, no, you got to start at the shallow end and kind of work your way up, you know? That's the feeling I get here. So it's be cautious. Be cautious, but don't be fearful. Trust your intuition, trust your spirit team. Make sure that you set that intention, make sure you have that prayer, make sure you connect with your spirit guides, with God, with, again, the universe, your angels, whoever it may be. If it's your ancestors, loved one who passed over, there's something here. Make sure you are staying, that you're connecting with them, and that you're either grounding before and after, right? Like there's something here where you got to make sure that there's grounding here as well. Even look at the picture of this hawk. It's not in flight. The wings are not out. They're sitting on this stump. So maybe even take some time to go out in nature. Okay? But I feel like this is your purpose here. Like this is something that is, or not even your purpose, but maybe this plays into your purpose, or this has something to do with your purpose. Because you are very, very intuitive. Like the whole dreams, like the third eye is coming out so heavily with this. And it's just like premonition. Premonition is like you see, even with the spirituality, like hawk spirituality. Let me grab an oracle just for the final advice on what to do going forward from Hawk Spirit. What is, okay. To conform is to die inside. Okay, that's too many. Whoa, too many. It's too many cards. I just want one more, please. Y'all, I just want one more card, please. Holy Spirit, please give me one more card here for pile 1. Thank you so much. I wonder if you're an air sign, because it's like, to conform is to die inside, release your inner rebel. This is really giving me Aquarius vibes. Or you could be, I wonder if you're seeing a lot of butterflies, blue butterflies, and you could have red hair. Okay, let's see what that one was. Aries, you could be Aries. Taurus. Libra. Taurus. You could have Scottish or Irish ancestry. You could be connected with Archangel Michael. I say that in a lot of readings, but it's just, I feel it right now. And blue butterflies, like, it's just, or you may have a an archangel who you connect with, but I do feel like this might be Archangel Michael. There's something here where it's don't let your fears get the best of you. To conform to your fears is to deny a very crucial part of yourself, I feel like this is something that is very, it's a big part of you, like your dreams, your spirituality. There's something here where you feel like you are, it feels off to not be connected, right? It feels off to have this apprehension for your dreams, because I feel like you are so, like your dream world is so vibrant. Like it's, I feel like there's so much going on in your dreams, and you get so many downloads, and you get like a lot of information. So to not have it, or to have this bump in the road, or to have this kind of block here because of the apprehension, because of the resistance to it over that one situation, it feels like you miss it, right? There's something like a missing piece here, that you're feeling a little bit like you're searching for it, right? Like you're trying to reconnect, and you don't want to let your fear control it. So I think that's why this is really telling you, step outside of this, feel the fear in the moment. Like, you know how you can feel something when you kind of have a memory of it, and well, for me anyway, like if I remember something, I can physically feel it. Like body carries memory, right? Your physical body carries memory. So there's something here where it's like, allow yourself to feel whatever happened in that moment, but it's like plant both feet on the floor and know that you are protected, and rebuke whatever it was. Because again, I'm getting like shadow people or something like that, but it doesn't feel, it almost just feels like from your end, this is something, it's that apprehension, it's that resistance, because it doesn't feel negative, right? It's just, it's something that is, you're just gonna have to work on some type of confidence with rebuilding that confidence in going back into the spiritual realm with that type of dream, the dream plane, the whole lucid dreaming, doing shaman work, that type of thing. So just, I would say here, Hawk Spirit is really asking you to set that intention and set that prayer. But I'm going to close this out because I'm just repeating myself at this point. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated in some way. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Just know that whatever trickster energy that you are worried about, it is not, you are protected. And going forward, just know that you have the answers within you, and you are going to really come into this purpose, this dream, this whole, because is there a word for this, like if you have like psychic dreams or something like that? Because I feel like this is so, it's a big part of your purpose, or it's a big part of what you do, or it's a big part of your day-to-day like spirituality practices. There's something here where it's like it feels off because it's not as frequent, but you are protected. There's I feel like even Archangel Michael is letting you know, like, you are very protected in the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. Just remember, again, set that intention, set those prayers. All right, you guys, I hope that helped. I hope it made sense. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are. If any of these messages resonated, please like or subscribe if you feel called to do so. I would appreciate it. But if not, I really thank you so much for clicking on this video. And again, I hoped it helped. And I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye. Okay. Pile. Número 2. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and clear the energies from pile 1. Holy Spirit, please help me give a clear and concise message and help me connect to the animal spirit trying to come through for pile 2. Help me connect with the animal spirit and the message coming through for pile 2. Thank you so much. Okay. Transition. I feel like there was a second card gonna come out though. I'm gonna... Okay. No. That's too many. I just want one extra card. Okay, so you might be from pile 1 as well. Because pile 1 got the hawk also. But, okay. That might just have been a clarification because right here I'm feeling more with the bat, with transition. I'm getting boundaries. I'm getting that your space is sacred. Standing up for your beliefs. This is saying here about transition. You must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of old habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. So, bats are nocturnal. You may be I wonder if you work nights, if you do night shifts, or if you are like, if you yourself are like a night person, like a night owl instead of a early bird, you know. You might have bad vision. Whereas pile 1, oh, you know, I didn't say descriptors in pile 1. Oop. Oh well. Well, whereas pile 1, I mean, you did get the hawk as well, and that card does talk about seeing things from taking yourself out of the situation and looking at it from a higher viewpoint, right? Because the hawk does observe from a bird's eye view. So for here with your transition, there's something here where everything is seeming like it's so overwhelming because you might have a lot of change coming all at once. You might have put your boundaries up with someone and there's a lot of change going on. There's old habits that you're releasing, but you're trying to stand your ground on a lot of these things. Perhaps this is someone or patterns within your own head that is hindering, like it says here, hindering your growth. And this I wrote here earlier before I did the camera, put the camera on and did the pre-shuffle. there was talking here about, like I was getting hermit, like recluse. Your space is sacred. So there's something here where you're going inwards. There's an introspection here because there might have been a situation where all of this, it's like the catalyst, whatever the catalyst was to this transition, it almost blindsided you. That's what it feels like. It feels like it was kind of blindsided. It was like out of nowhere. Maybe it was like, even with the bats here, I'm getting like in the what is that? The dead of the night. Like, you know, maybe this happened at, I don't know why I'm getting like was that like some event, like a family event? Maybe there was something that happened. I don't know. This is getting a little like, whew. But what could you be missing here? What are these patterns that are not serving you, right? Because even here it says detaching from your thought patterns. Your needs matter. Don't go back on decisions or people. Like, don't go back to situations or people that you know are toxic for you. Bat spirit here is, it's really making me think of like blind to something. It's and it's almost like this sent you in like a, or maybe it's not you, maybe this is the other person in your energy, but it's like it sent them into some type of like spiral. Because when I think of bats, like if you've ever seen bats flying around, they're like so like erratic, right? Like they're spinning in circles and they're like all over the place. So there's something here where maybe it was it was something that was like happening continuously. Bat spirit is wanting you to recognize someone or something, some thought that has been like cyclical. Like there's something here and it's like, do not go back to this. It is only going to hinder your growth. You're in a transition period and it's uncomfortable and it's not fun right now. It's not fun, but I feel like you're not seeing what is coming forward. So let's go ahead and shuffle and pull some cards real quick. Holy Spirit, please connect me to Bat Spirit here for pile 2 on what it is that they might be missing for this message. What do they need to know? What does pile 2 need to know? What is it that they're missing in this situation? What is missing? What is pile 2 missing in this situation? What message do they need to know? Which side, which way do you want this to fall? Okay, upright. Okay, well you got 2 that came out, so we'll just take both of them. And this deck I do pull, I do reversals because it's flipped, so. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the 6 of Cups. We have the Star in reverse, and we have the Page of Pentacles. The Star and the Page of Pentacles came out together, so it's yeah, resistance to change. You're breaking cycles. It's a negative phase. It feels like bad luck. It feels like the world is coming against you right now. The universe is punishing you. It feels like Like it's a very, it feels unstable right now. It feels very scary. Even here it says frightening, right? The word frightening is sticking out to me. But you're breaking some type of cycle with someone, something or someone, or a thought pattern here. And it feels long standing with the Six of Cups. Like this is a very long standing thought pattern. This may have been something even subconscious from childhood, or if it's a person, if you resonate that this is a person, then it is someone from your past, someone from childhood, someone from like a past relationship, something like that. Some is familiarity, but there's almost a, it's like you're stuck in a sense of like reminiscing and nostalgia. It's like you're looking at this situation or this person with rose-colored lenses, and I don't mean to, I hope I'm not saying this in a like a scolding or like I feel you, okay? Like with been there, babe. I'm like in a whole situation right now where things feel like change is just so, there's a lot of change, right? There's a lot of change, and it's like you don't know where you're going next. And it's like almost the feeling of surrendering is a little scary. It's a little scary right now because it may feel just like from every corner, every side is like, it's like these waves. It's like the hands coming out. It's like, help, SOS. Like, I got that lyric, but my head was underwater. Um, yeah, even here with the star in reverse, it's like a lack of faith, um, insecurity, discouragement, self-trust, disconnection. But you have here with it manifestation, reflection, financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, diligence. It's like you're trying to stay hopeful in this situation. It's like you're trying to find the silver lining. That's literally what this is. You're trying to find the silver lining in this situation, in this everything that's going on with your life. You might even be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. You might be trying to, for some of you, this might be someone who does listen and really takes heed to, like, if you do set boundaries and you do make changes, right? If there's something here where you let go of old habits, or you let go of a toxic situation, or you walk away from a toxic situation, or you walk away from a toxic person, there might be some of you, like a very small amount of you, where this person does reflect and has a, it's like how do I word this? It's either, for some of you, a small amount of you, this person will reflect and learn from this, but for others of you, I feel like this might be a very toxic family member, possibly, or like I said, an ex, either friend or spouse or something here, like a very close-knit person where it just was like a bad ending, or it felt like a bad ending, or like an abrupt ending, and it was, now it just feels like like I said, it's overwhelming. There's a lot of change going on. There's a lot of questioning. There's a lot of questioning, because even here with the hermit recluse, I got like it. It's a lot of introspecting. You might also be overthinking things right now, so be wary of that. Be cautious of that. You don't want to. Excuse me. I wonder if some of you are even turning to tarot readings. Excuse me. To get, I mean, obviously, I mean, if you're watching this, you're on a tarot. you're obviously watching tarot, but I wonder if you're like consistently doing this to get this clarity, right? It's like you're constantly trying to affirm to yourself. I wonder if this is someone who's like there was like some type of gaslighting in the situation, because like I'm just getting like it's like you're trying to find some like affirmation, you're trying to get validation here on your stance in this situation, or on this thought pattern, or on this behavior that you do, or this person that you walked away from. It's like you're almost going back and forth of like, is this, did I make the right choice? Because it feels like everything is bad luck right now since this moment. But it says here, like I wrote down, like your space is sacred. Your space is sacred. Stand your ground. Your needs matter. So I feel like that spirit is really letting you know that you, though you, it is though you cannot see what's in front of you right now, continue going forward, because it almost feels like your second guessing is, it may stem or be a root of outside influence, like doubts, right? People casting doubt on you, people questioning you, people treating you, I'm getting for some of you maybe treating you like a child. So maybe this is like a parent, like a toxic parent you're dealing with, or like a sibling that treats you like a kid. It's just weird. It's almost like this strange energy of like someone treating you like a child. Yeah, even with the Six of Cups here. But you're like, even here it's like diligence, right? It's ambition. You are so determined to find this silver lining and to get, like, you know your stance here. And then that's why I feel like also if you are drawn from pile one, like there's something to do with setting that intention. But for if you were just drawn to pile two and you also got the Hawk's spirituality card, there's something here about being, you see how it's in flight and then it's perched. So with the hawk here, it's contemplative, and the hawk can see from the bird's eye view, right? So it's detaching from your thought patterns and looking at things from a whole, looking at things from a whole, looking at the entire perspective. What advice, Bat Spirit, what advice do you have here for pile two in this situation on how to go forward? Okay. The Moon, the Hermit. What'd I say? The Hermit. I knew it. I felt it. There's introspection here. And the Knight of Swords. So be a little cautious with your words. I feel like this is because even with the moon here, it makes me think of like what's hidden. This is something here that's hidden from you, and you're really having to look in, even with the star inside of that lantern, like locked up in this lantern. It makes me think of the Star card in reverse, where it's like a loss of hope here, but let it guide you. Let that silver lining, let that spark guide you. Okay? Do not lose hope. Just because you can't see further down, just because you can only see, like, if it only lights a small distance to put your next foot forward, put your next foot forward. Because you are protected in the sense where, I mean, you even have spirituality. If you came from pile one too, like you are incredibly protected, okay? Like, and I say that in every reading because you wouldn't be watching this video if you were not surrounded by your spirit team, by a whole guard of angels, like you have God at your side, so no one can be against you. You have God, you have the universe, you have your ancestors, you have your spirit team at your side right there. So no one can be against you. You have God at your back. No one can be against you. Put that down below. God is on my side. No one can be against me. Is that in the Bible? I feel like that's in the Bible. That might be in the Bible. I don't know. Because I feel like I've heard that before. Like my mom telling me that. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting like sidetracked. And listen, if you don't believe in God, that is your journey. That is your, like, I am simply describing my views and I'm just a person on the internet, okay? We all have our own beliefs. We all have our own ways of identifying source, creator, God, Father, whoever it may be, however you resonate. If you connect with Mother Nature, if you connect, just take it how it resonates, okay? Apply it to you, fit it to you. But you have this strong, very strong, like, you have God on your side, okay? The highest power you have on your side. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, okay? And I think even harsh words directed at you, if this is representative of someone who is maybe a bit the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck, right? So maybe a bit impulsive. Could be a bit impulsive with actions, with their words. This might be you or the person involved in whoever else is in your energy, whatever this situation was. But your advice going forward here is to just be mindful about what you say. Maybe even this person might say things to get you riled up. I wonder if this person says, like, antagonizes, like tries to instigate. That's what I'm getting. It's like they almost want to see you crack. They want to get the emotions to a boiling point, right? And it's like a test. It's like test after test after test after test after test. And it's like, no, you have your firm boundaries. Your space is sacred. You're really digging into your thoughts on what it is you will allow and what it is you will not allow. And I feel like this might be a repetitive message. So you might be a viewer who's seen a couple other collective readings, because that is a very prominent energy where it's like you set these boundaries and you're really making sure that you're digging into your mind, your psyche, like you're doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of healing, a lot of inner work. And it's like you're healing and then it's like a situation event happens. I mean, that's life, right? It's like you learn lessons continuously as you grow, as you experience, as you live. But there's people around you where it's like you might feel like you are all alone, and there might be a Pisces or Cancer, Scorpio energy around you. You might be a Virgo. Or this person might be an air sign. Let's see. What kind of signs do we have here? Capricorn, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, and we have Cancer. Okay. I wonder if this might be someone that you were very close with, because I see here with the dogs too, and it makes me think of loyalty. So I really think Bat Spirit even with the Hermit, right? They have the dog right there. Someone who was very close to you, someone that was, or maybe this is if it's not a person and this is thought patterns or behaviors, this is something that was very close to you. It was like, it almost felt like companion. Maybe this is even have to do with some type of like addictive behavior or something here, where it's like it feels like a comfort to you, but it's like you're letting go. And it's like, you have to do it. It's hard, it's difficult, and it's like, but you're constantly, again, you're finding that silver lining. You're working through this transition. You're making the moves and the steps to get to a place where you're no longer in that where you're no longer in this state of questioning, like second guessing yourself. You're no longer in this state. Maybe you have to physically remove yourself, if this is what it's talking about, like observing from a bird's eye view. Like maybe you have to physically take yourself out of an environment. Maybe you're going to go on a trip. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're just literally removing yourself from this person's energy, like moving yourself from this person's space, right? So that you can continue to grow. So it's almost like if you have a plant that has like bad soil or something like that, you're not going to keep it in that pot, in that soil, right? It's not going to thrive. It's not going to grow. It's probably going to get root rot and then it's going to die. Okay? So what you're going to want to, if it's growing, you're going to want to put it in a bigger pot. You're going to want to expand it a little bit, an inch or two. We're not trying to get crazy. How you repot something, and you give it a little bit of room to breathe so it can grow. And that's what this feels like to me. It's like you're giving yourself that room, and it's like you're giving yourself a little bit, even if you can only see just enough to put your next foot forward. Even if that's all you can see, you're doing it. And you're doing it with you're doing it joyfully, because like I said, this to me is like a silver lining. It's like you have the faith, you have the hope, you're manifesting that, like you have the ambition. There's diligence here, right? Like you're determined to make this work, even though it feels like a hopeless situation, even though it feels like you can't see. It's like you can't, it feels like you cannot see an open door or an open window, but God and the universe will take care of it. And I think that's what Bat Spirit wants you to know as well. Like, pay attention to the signs around you. Don't ignore the synchronicities. Don't even ignore what you recognize. Like, if you recognize certain behaviors in yourself or in another person where it is, toxic, it's not above, that's growing, that's learning. Learn from mistakes, learn from bad choices, learn from bad actions, learn from other people's bad choices. Everything is a learning experience around us. And it's always good to keep our eyes open with that, right? To be mindful of what's going on around us, even if it feels like it's just chaos. It's like we still want to be mindful, right? And you're really just looking at things with you might even just be looking at things now with the spiritual eye. It's like almost like it's like you throw in the towel and you're like, I'm going inward, okay? I'm like, God, I'm giving it to you. Universe, I'm giving it to you. Ancestors, I'm giving this to you. Spirit guides, I'm giving this to you. So I think here, I'm also getting to drink more water. I feel like I that's very general, but there's someone here. Did you even drink water today? Have you even drank any water? And you have here values and Taurus energy again. So there might be earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it might be that other person, but there is something here where just be a little bit mindful, okay? Let's get some oracle real quick before I close out this reading. What did I use with the other? Okay, yeah, this one. Holy Spirit, please connect me to Bat Spirit here for pile 2. What advice needs to be given for pile 2 in this situation? What advice needs to be given to pile 2 in this situation? Thank you. Re-energize in the natural world. Let your inner hunter or huntress take rest. I want to get one more because I feel like this is sticking out. The lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. Yes, so you've been fighting for a long time, okay? Whoever it is that you've been dealing with it, or if it's, again, like if it's your own thought patterns or own like behavioral things that you've been working on, healing, like doing a lot of shadow work on. This is now your message here from Bat Spirit to take some time to go out in nature, ground yourself, and let that fight, that fighter 111 might be significant, that fighter spirit in you. Even with the frightening here, you might be in a fight or flight freeze type of situation, but it's like give yourself the grace to rest. Like you might be feeling so energetically drained. This might be, you might be dealing with a lot of energy vampires. You might be dealing with a lot of, maybe this is a situation where you give a lot of yourself and you're drained by the end of the day, but there's something here where it's like you need to ground yourself and re-energize here. I'm even getting maybe some of you like to sit at the roots, like near the roots of a tree. Maybe some of you have like a tree in your backyard. Maybe some of you do some gardening or like have like succulents or something that you tend to. I don't know. There's something here where it's like you, even if it's a small thing, because you could be just so exhausted, and the thought of even just like repotting a plant could be just like so exhausting to you. But even if it's just taking time to have gratitude for nature, ground yourself, even visualize, your feet having roots in the ground. Like there's something here where it's like you just need to revitalize yourself, because I feel like there is something here, a situation, a thought pattern, a behavior, or a person that is draining your energy. You're being drained. One. So yeah, this is something like life, self. It's focus on you right now. Focus on you. This is a transition period and you're going to need to give yourself some rest. You need to give yourself some grace. Even when everything is hidden, when it feels like you don't know what's going on, give yourself that grace. The lotus within you awakes. You're a master in light on high. Lotus might be significant, or koi fish might be significant. You might be 41, or 4114 might be significant. I feel so bad. I did not say this for pile 1. I didn't give like the script. I was so into the but you're mastering something. You're leveling up on something. Master in light on high. You're letting go, whatever it is that you're letting go of, and you are rediscovering within yourself within this rest period. It's going to really set you on you might even have an epiphany about yourself. You might have an epiphany about the situation. There's something here where you've got to reconnect. Bat Spirit wants you to be able to see something, open your eyes to something. There's something here where it will be revealed to you once you look inward. With this Hermit, like you are going to find the answer that you're looking for, and you're going to step away from this process, this situation, this person, revitalized. And it's almost like, even with this hawk spirit popping out, it's divine timing. I don't really, divine timing to me is so, because like time is not linear, right? And in the spirit world, time is not the way it is here on earth. So to me, I'm like, that could be anything. So like, what is the month, like how long are we waiting here, spirit, for? So it could be 4 months, it could be 4 weeks. Four even makes me think of family. Like, this might be a situation where you are in a family environment, or you're in a situation with a family member, or you're in a home environment or something where you are even trying to find a way to get out. And it's like you're trying to keep your peace, you're trying to make, yeah, this is, but you will, because the answer, like, you have the answer. And whatever it is, this rest, this I wonder if this is even an idea that you're gonna have. Even with the snake here that they're holding, that the hermit's holding, it's with transition fits perfectly. Like, you're shedding an old skin. You're shedding something. You're shedding your old home. Like, the snake is that's its home, right? It leaves it behind, and you're moving forward. And it feels almost bittersweet. Like, if it's a habit or behavior or a person, this is something that you were really, it was comforting. It was familiar. And now you're learning to let go, so you can elevate. But just be mindful of what's being said to you and what you're saying to others. Because I do feel like there are still people in your energy who will misinterpret the things that you say. And like this says, it says let go or it will hinder your growth. So again, I feel like that's kind of the message here, is put your best foot forward. Even when it seems scary, when you can't see everything that's going on, if you just have that little lantern, that little light, that little silver lining, it's like you know that you're walking with your eyes closed, because again, God is on your side, so no one can be against you. Simple as that. And I think that's why your feet are firmly on the ground. You're about to plant your feet firmly on the ground. You have those boundaries in place. And excuse me, it is really like you have the key, like you've turned the door into this new phase, this new cycle. Wheel of Fortune, you're turning the situation upside down. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Okay. A Fresh Prince might be significant. I don't know. Maybe you're watching Fresh Prince. Maybe you like that show. I mean, great show. But yeah, that's all I'm getting for you guys. Pile 2. I hope this message, or any of these messages resonated. I hope it made sense. And I do hope they were helpful in some way. And I do wish you the best of luck in your situation and your journey. I know that you are going to come out of this with, I mean, it said you are the master of light. Like, come on now. You're going to get through this, babe. And you know that. And you know that you're going to get through this elevated. Okay? So All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or day, wherever you are. And if any of these messages resonated, go ahead and give it a like or subscribe if you feel called to. If not, just thank you so much for clicking the video and watching. Yeah, have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye, guys.